Hello again, hello again, hello again. I am Jim Bob and welcome back to another episode of our Williams career. Oh, let me mute my mute my phone in the background there. Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a little over 3 weeks since our last stream, and I have absolutely no idea where we are with this career. Yeah, this is the first time I've looked at it since our last live stream, and I know it's a Tuesday, and that would normally mean Aston Martin, but I wanted to restart things with another visit to Williams. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the Haas career, and we're just going to focus on Williams and Aston Martin. So we'll do Williams tonight, Aston Martin tomorrow and Thursday, then Williams again on Friday, and then going forward it'll be Williams Mondays and Fridays, and Aston Martin as always Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays. I think it's time to drop the Haas file and just concentrate on the two. Let's try and get these a bit further advanced. So yeah, it's good to see you too, Anthony. Thank you. It has been a while, yes. You just finished Kota. Which season are you in now? Right, where are we on our career? Let's have a look. We are top of the constructors with 143 points over Red Bull's 116. That's quite a nice healthy lead. Drivers a bit tighter, as you can see. George Russell top by 4 points over Max Verstappen. Carlos Sainz just another 2 points back, and then Gasly in fourth, closing in on the front runners after a very poor start to the season. I don't think we've got any upgrades coming. Let's have a look at the upcoming events on the side. No, we do have some research coming, but no car upgrades. Let's have a look. We've got a new rear wing in 47 days. That's a while off. How long is that? Let's have a look. 47 days. That's going to drop there before Silverstone. So we'll get the new rear wing after Canada. Okay. And right before the new ATR starts as well, which is quite handy. Where is our car? Given this, well, we'll have a look when we actually get to the race weekend itself. Let's check our points. George has no points available at the moment and is a way off by the look of that. What about Pierre? Pierre's a little way off as well. Our young rookie, Ollie Behrman, is also a long way off in the points. What about our staff? Resta is 3 weeks away. Tondi might actually get a new point before the next Grand Prix. Josh will also get a point, and Pierre should also get another point. So we've got some points coming. That's good to see. Facilities, let's have a look. Okay. What's the conditions and everything like? We're going to need to do an upgrade to our suspension simulator. We haven't got the money to do an upgrade or a refurb just yet. Everything here is looking okay, although these are very close to running out, so we're going to have to look at upgrading them, refurbing them very soon, so we're going to need money for that as well. And then facility wise, I've got a few little dips in performance, nothing horrendous. We can ignore those for now. Right, let's check in with the board. Now you can see a couple of disappointed in our recent results, Jeddah and Imola. Everything else, as we like to see, is delighted. Okay, let's kick it on, and let's advance some time. Evening, Mr. Water. And evening Farah, good to see you guys. Okay, low number of side pods. Yes, side pods are fine. We're good on all other parts. That's good to see. Carl Peter. Oh, is this a new driver? I don't think I've seen Carl Peter's profile before. Let's see. We are not able to scout right now. You must have scouts already doing something. No, they're not scouting drivers. Must be scouting some staff. Let's have a look. See if we are scouting. And if so, who? Not technical chiefs. I doubt we're scouting aero guys. Yeah, so is it engineers? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, we're scouting engineers. And we are 2 weeks away from getting reports through. Okay. Alright, our chassis research project is done. We should now have points available. There we go. So let's improve pit management. There we go. And what do we want to focus on with Diego? Let's see. Let's go with improving the DRS. I should be working on a rear wing. Probably should have gone with something else, but never mind. We've made the choice. So, all right, here we are, race weekend, and our race sim is now in poor condition. Just as we get to the Grand Prix weekend, that's going to cost us what, 5 mil to refurb, 4.5. Yeah. Okay, that's a bit of a shame. I was hoping we could get through the weekend before that happened. Right, where is our car now in comparison to the rest of the grid? Because I honestly have no idea. We are 11th in top speed, 5th in acceleration, so a bit of a mixed bag speed-wise. Cornering, we've got a very, very strong car still. Need a little bit of work on the low speed, but medium and high speed, absolutely, you know, ruling in that class. Let's do some comparisons with our rivals. So Red Bull first, looking mighty in the speed. And that's quite a healthy little lead as well. But they are looking definitely worse in the cornering. They got a good little extra bit of DRS top speed on us as well, and their cooling's better than us as well. Oh wow, look at the difference in engine cooling. That's significant. Alright, let's have a look at Ferrari. Ferrari, bit of a mixed bag. They've got some very good low and medium speed cornering, very poor high speed cornering. They have got more speed than us, but not as much as Red Bull. And they also have better cooling than us as well. Okay, so got a good idea of where our car sits. Not quite where it needs to be a dominant car, but it's not far off. Let's look at some targets. We want to get both cars into Q2, both into Q3, and in terms of quali position, because again I'm not quite sure where we sit, it's been a while, I'm going to be a little bit more conservative. I'm going to go 2 in the top 5, and we should be able to manage that. Finish position, wants one of our cars to finish in the top 2, that should be fine. Fastest lap, we'll go for that. What are our streaks? 2 in the top 4 for quality. Okay, so let's just change that to match our streak target. There we go. and our finish position streak's the same. Evening, Jeremy. Good to see you. All right, here we go. Let's go to a Grand Prix weekend for the first time in a while.
Formula One has cranked up the heat over Barcelona. The first Grand Prix held here was won by Nigel Mansell after a wheel-to-wheel battle with Ayrton Senna. But who will follow in his footsteps this weekend? Long straights and medium-speed turns dominate here, but there's something else to watch out for at Barcelona. The air currents are strong and unpredictable, and they'll be giving aerodynamic components a real run for their money this weekend. At this early stage in the season, there are still plenty of opportunities for things to change. In this sport, there simply are no guarantees. Let's get this underway.
Alright, weather-wise, we are looking pretty good. Clear skies for Friday, a little cloudy for the rest of the weekend, but no rain. So, let's have a look at our car parts. Where do we sit? A little bit more engine wear on Gasly's car. It's going to be George's turn to sit out. Let's put Oliver in. Run plan for Barcelona is 19 laps. There we go. Right, let's have a look where the sliders are on both cars. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go with a 9 on the front wing, a 14 on the rear, a 6.4, a 3.45, and a 1. And that is just intolerance for cornering. Okay. And for Pierre's car, we're going to go something similar, but a little different. So an 8.5, a 14, a 7.3, a 3.3, and a 0.85. There we go.
Okay, radio check.
Oh, I've missed this.
Watch those curbs.
Alright, so there we go. Have you seen any of the launch cars, or launch liveries, I suppose I should say, of the new cars for the 2023 season yet? I've seen Williams, I've seen the Alpha, which I think went live today, and I've seen the Red Bull. I'm trying to think if there's... Oh, and of course I've seen the Haas as well. What are your thoughts, guys? What do you think in terms of the liveries? Williams looks pretty similar to the current livery, or at least the starting launch livery of last year, with just obviously a few notable exceptions being the lack of Sofina on the car. Obviously that was the sponsorship that was brought in by Latifi, who is obviously no longer there, but they have got Gulf, which is a good get for Williams.
Okay, comments on balance, please.
It'll be interesting to see if they get a special livery like McLaren did at some point in the season.
How is the balance, please?
91 for Ollie and 84 for Pierre. Okay, a bit of work to do in those, not too bad. I do like the new Alpha livery that went live today. I love that red and black. I think it looks so much better than the red and white with black. Really does look nice, and the actual design looks like they tried to blend a little bit of both the Red Bull and the Ferrari side pod philosophy. They've still got some scalloping like the Ferrari on the top, but they've also gone for an underside of the side pod that's very similar to the Red Bull as well. So it looks like they're trying to take the best of both design philosophies there and combine them together. Be interesting to see if that works for them. I do quite like the Haas livery as well, with the black returning to the car a little bit. I think it's quite telling as well that cars have got quite a lot of black showing on the cars. Williams hasn't, but if as like I said, they're very similar to the starting launch livery of last season, where there was a lot more blue on the car than towards the end of the season. But again, I think that will start getting pared back a bit. I think quite a few cars are still going to struggle with weights again this season, and we may well see some livery stripping a little bit to save weight. Oh, we are way off on this car, aren't we? We need a 14.5 rear wing. Stay with an 8.5. That is okay. I think might need to change it. Let's see. Alright, let's give that a go. Much closer on this one. We do still need to do a little bit of tweaking. Let's go 8.5. There we go. Let's go with that. But with the Haas and the Alfa Romeo in particular having some black on their car, that is black paint that can very easily be removed to be just black carbon fibre. So again, we might well see some deliberate inclusion of black in liveries that can easily then be stripped off. Like Williams did, where they had a lot of blue and then they stripped away a load of that to just show the black carbon fibre underneath as the season progressed this year, or last year, technically now. I think we might see something similar with some of the other teams. So the nice shiny glossy black on the Alfa and the Haas might well just become black carbon fibre, like on the McLaren and the Williams from the end of last season. If teams are struggling with weight, which again, I think they might still be very close to the weight threshold again. Ooh, a lock-up for Ollie. Kept it going though.
I think there's been a lock-up. Oh, we've had a spin.
Anthony says no one's going to show their hand until the test. Yeah, I mean, I'm not looking at the cars in terms of what they're what they're actually going to look like. I'm looking more just at the liveries. I mean, we will see some little changes to liveries, but I think by and large what we're seeing now is how the cars are going to look at launch in terms of livery design.
What was the balance, please?
But yeah, in terms of actual car design, yeah,
Copy, confirmed.
that's going to change. And Williams outright came and said in advance, the livery that they're showing is the 2023 livery on a 2022 car. Alpha is supposedly is the actual 2023 car, but it may obviously well change a little bit. They're the first team to actually show us a 2023 car, but there will still be some changes, as testing continues. And Red Bull just continually do stupid things. Insisting that the car that they were launching was their 2023 car before being forced to admit that it will actually look very different. I don't know why they always keep that stupid pretense going. Nobody ever believes them. Am I going the wrong way? I don't think I am. There we go. I didn't watch their launch, but by all accounts it was a bit of a farce, a bit of a shit show as well.
Good session, well done.
Typical Red Bull. Just, completely, oblivious to how to launch an F1 car. Right, we are fully sorted on George's car, which is excellent news. So we can just stick him on a long run and be done. Let's give him 40 laps of fuel. And as for Pierre, hopefully he'll be in pretty good shape. Let's see, let's go with 26 laps of fuel.
Yeah, we can now, Radio check.
Yeah, good.
And green light.
Okay, there we go. Let's make sure George doesn't get in the way of Gasly. He's obviously got a lot more fuel on board, so he's going to be slower. And he might 10th at the moment. Okay, now he's in clear air, he's definitely showing some more speed, which is a bit more what I was expecting. "26 laps might not be enough. I might have to stretch him by an extra couple." We'll see how he does on his feedback, see if we've gone the right way. I'm hoping to see a big improvement, or maybe even straight to 100 here. And there we go, straight to 100. Beautiful. Okay, Verstappen's looking a little off the pace of the other guys. Is he on an older engine? Let's have a look.
Oh, did someone run wide there?
Verstappen is running, yeah, a 57% engine, brand new gearbox. Let's have a look at Perez. Perez is running a better engine. Let's have a look at the Ferraris. They're running older engines, same as us. Bottas has got a very worn engine already, look. Mind you, I think Bottas has had a big crash, which would explain why his engine's in pretty rough shape.
Sounds like someone's gone wide there.
Yeah, because Gasly's had a big crash as well. That's why his engine's also looking a bit rougher. Oh, I wasn't watching. What's he at? 71. Okay, we'll just have to extend his stint in the next session. You gave up on Vesti on your 4th season. With him and Teo, there were too many mistakes. Yeah, that is the big downside to this game. Unfortunately, is that there's no driver drop off. So the current drivers, the existing drivers, only ever get better. They never suffer dips in form. They never have stat degradation as they start to get older. They never go off the pace as they age. As they start aging out of the career, they just get better and better and better. And so the young drivers are always having to, always going to be behind, all the way through their entire career until most of the field is retired. They're always going to be, worse off, and that's something I think definitely needs to change. There needs to be a bit more, variance in stat development. Maybe a much bigger boost in their early years. You downloaded Football Manager today on PS4. Oh, was that out now? I knew it was coming soon, but I didn't realise that was actually out now. I'll have to check that out. Alright, we know the cars are good.
Welcome back as we continue.
So we just need to put the laps in now. So mediums for both. Go. Let's do 26 laps wasn't enough. Let's go 28 laps this time, just to be safe. I mean, it should hopefully be enough, but yeah, we'll see. With George, we're going to go with another 38 laps of fuel.
Radio check. Radio check.
Radio check. Okay. Radio check. Okay.
There we go.
Watch those curbs.
Okay.
The brakes are really poor.
Okay, thank you, Pierre.
Okay, you're exaggerating, Pierre. They're not that bad. I mean, yeah, they need a little bit of work, but they're not as bad as you're saying they are. Okay, so Russell is going to top off at 100 just a couple of laps before he runs out of fuel, before his run ends, and same for Pierre. You say, yeah, you see the improvements I've alluded to. Do you mean in terms of how this game has, how this game has improved with the patches, or or based on what I'd like to see in the next game? There we go, 100%. It's call them in. I'm trying to remember how we did in our last race in Miami. I should have looked. I can't remember how we actually did. I wonder if it's if it'll show me in the standings. No. Oh, things I'd like to see. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this game has a lot of good points, but there are definitely some areas where it's lacking, and it needs addressing going forward. Okay, there we go. Practice is done and under our belts. Perez with that new engine looking fast, but not as fast as he should be compared to the rest of the field. Right, quali time. We are going to leave these engines as they are for this first session, because I just want to see... Oh, I didn't change the gearboxes for practice. Never mind. I just want to see where we are in pace for this first session with these engines. I might well swap them out for the race itself. But we can easily see our pace for Q1 and make our decision from there.
Radio check, radio check.
Yeah, all good.
That's green light.
Okay, comfortably faster than Stroll, but that's not that difficult. We are faster than Leclerc. Let's see how Perez does. He's going to be the kicker in this, because he's the one on the brand new engine. And he is slower than Leclerc. Interesting. I think we might run these engines for this race then. Sainz got held up on his run. Let's see how they do this time around. Sainz has got a bit of a gap to Zhou, but he's going to catch him, I think, by the end of the lap.
Alright, buddy, good job once again. See you in the office shortly.
Oh, did Sainz just go off? He did. Sainz just went wide. Is Sainz going to get knocked out?
Wide there.
Sainz is out. Oh my god. Wow. Sainz ran wide into the gravel at the chicane, turn 8. Okay, that's a huge blow for Ferrari. That's great for us. Let's put the scrubs on. There we go.
How's the radio on track? Yep.
Alright, clean runs. Another 16.8. Very close between our two. Despite that extra engine wear on Gasly's car, he's still very close. And we're still faster than Verstappen, who is running an older engine, isn't he still? A newer engine, sorry. Oh no, wait. He's running a newer gearbox, not a newer engine. Who was it who was running the new engine? Well, I can't check Sainz now because he's out. It was Perez who was running a better engine.
We've had a crash.
And it's Porsche has
Let's have a
crashed
look.
it.
Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one.
Nah, just a turn 4 lock up into the
And
barrier.
there we see
Oof,
the
that's a
crash.
big lock up. I don't think he even... Did he even hit the brakes there?
Oh, the team are devastated.
I know he hit the wall. Alright, all the top runners have got a good lap in, so I don't think we're going to see anyone get knocked out, you know, as a shock like Sainz was, but can anyone improve enough? It's going to be close between Vettel and Alonso, I think. Alonso improves up to 8th. Oh wow, everybody's jumping Vettel. Albon's got himself into the top 10. Good lad. Okay, Red Bull showing a little bit more pace. Obviously they were running brand new tyres though, so I'm not too worried about that. So here's us with our brand new set of tyres. We're going to wait till the end of the session to make our run. And just hope we don't have a yellow flag. Bottas
Looks like
locking
there's
up.
been a lock-up.
Yep, that's cost him about 4 seconds. Let's get Gasly out in some clean air. And same for Russell at the back. I think Verstappen is getting a slipstream off Leclerc here. Gasly goes top with a 16.8. Verstappen gets a 16.7. Just 12 thousandths of a second faster. What about George? What can George do? It's all on you. He can't do it. Second and third though. That's good. I will take that, and that is within our target of 2 in the top 4 as well. So, good stuff. So yeah, big improvement in pace for Verstappen, but I think, like I said, he was getting a slipstream from the back of Leclerc, which is what enabled him to do that.
It's time for the final touches here on the grid, ahead of today's race.
Seeing how they did in qualifying, Williams are going to be the team to watch here. They'll be starting strong at the top of the grid and will have many opportunities to steer the race in their favour. It was a pleasure to watch Red Bull's excellent performance during qualifying. Their drivers will now be looking ahead to the race itself and hoping to capitalise. And the weather is sunny here today, apart from a few clouds. Let's hope they remain scattered on the horizon.
Well, Formula One is back in Barcelona, and the teams have got their work cut out for them.
Well, I didn't check the grid, but I don't think anyone got any penalties going into the Grand Prix, so let's have a look. Quali. Yeah, not seeing anyone with a penalty marker. Okay, so yeah, we are second and third on the grid, and Sainz all the way back in 17th. Right, strategy. We are going to go with the B strategy on both cars. Not even going to make any adjustments, don't need to. We are going to take some fuel out, we're going to take a lap out. We'll leave our pace settings as they are, and let's go into the Grand Prix.
I don't want to tempt fate, but there are quite a few clouds overhead as we look at the lineup on the grid. And there we have Pierre Gasly. After an impressive qualifying performance, they're starting today just behind pole. And here we can see Russell. They're up in third position, tantalisingly close to pole. Everything's been building to this. This is it. It's the Spanish Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go.
Alright, we need a good start from Russell. He's actually jumped his teammate. Ooh, side by side. Don't do a Mercedes. Don't do a Hamilton and Rosberg here. Okay, we got through turn 4. That's a good. That's a good sign. Gasly not giving up the position yet. Russell's trying to force the issue. Just swarming all over the back of Verstappen, but they can't make a move. Oh, Verstappen's on mediums, isn't he? Oh, he is, yeah, okay, so we need to get past him ASAP. Right, one of our cars is going to get him here.
On can use and deploy.
Copy.
Need to punch our way through quickly. And we can take advantage of that tyre compound while we have it. We don't want Perez to try and sneak a position off us. Sainz has not moved up yet. He's still in 17th, but he is on the mediums. Oh, don't tell me we're going to go 3 wide through here. No. Russell up the inside going into turn 10.
Awesome. Keep
Great
it up.
move. Verstappen goes very defensive.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
DRS should be available.
And there we go. That should get us the overtake. No, just don't quite have enough straight line speed. That Red Bull is so much faster than us in a straight line. But we are mighty in the corners. Let's see if we can get in here. Oh, just sweeping around the outside of him there. I'm going to get the inside. Through turn 9. And there we go, we are through.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, very
We
good.
give up DRS to do it.
And a new position, just gained by Williams.
Right, can we break that 1 second? Not quite.
We don't have enough battery.
Yeah.
Okay, recharge on, recharge on.
Copy.
And now Verstappen having to fight off his teammate. Sainz now up to 15th. Keep an eye on his progress. We'll probably check in with him once we've got Gasly clear of Verstappen. Oh, we've got a lock-up. Who's locked up and where? Oh, it's a McLaren. It's Tsunoda.
Yellow flag.
Let's take a closer look. Now let's look at this. The focus on Tsunoda. They've locked
Well, he
up,
hasn't
but
lost a
that could
position.
have been much worse.
He's just stayed last. He's just lost a little bit of ground. A couple of seconds. Alright, can we keep that 1 second gap? Just about, I think. I don't know, did he get DRS? No, he did not. Verstappen did not get DRS and he is under pressure from Perez.
So a recharge off.
Copy.
And Sainz now past Joe up to 14th. Just going to focus on this little battle here for a moment. Verstappen is definitely holding up both his teammate and Leclerc. Oh wow, Ricciardo's had a good start. He's in 6th. Where did he start? Oh, he started 6th. But this is really hurting both Leclerc and Perez. You know, on those soft tyres, they're not able to take advantage of the full performance. And it's keeping the Mercedes within DRS range of them. And here we go, this Perez is going to make his move here. Straight through. I thought Leclerc might have a lunge around the outside there, but no, didn't quite manage to pull that one off. So now we do have to be wary of the fact that Verstappen's going to get pulled along by his teammate. So what we kind of want is we want Verstappen to get back in front of Perez. Which might be happening here. He's going to have to go around the outside to do it. Oh, and he does it under braking. Look at that. Can he hold it? Just. Okay, that will slow everyone else down through the midfield section of this circuit. Another lockup, and that is Schumacher going off at turn 4.
Is that a lockup? Let's take a look at the replay.
It says turn 3, but it's not. That's turn 4.
Well, they've lost it. They've locked up.
Okay, excellent. Verstappen still leading through the slow twiddly section. In fact, given the fact that they started on used softs, they've got to be wearing out a bit already. 74%. Yeah, they've only got about 10% of really good life left in them, those softs. And Verstappen is not going to let them through. This is perfect. This is just holding them back. Oh, look at Leclerc. Can he squeeze it up the inside? Oh, Perez just squeezes him out and immediately goes on the attack against his teammate. Look at this train of how close this is. The two Red Bulls, the Ferrari and both of the Mercedes. Sainz would be in that fight as well if he hadn't, you know, bizarrely knocked himself out in qualifying.
Charge off.
Yeah.
Recharge on, please recharge on.
Yeah, copy, all good.
Right, let's swap our drivers over. Give George a chance to get his DRS Sorry, his battery fully charged up. There we go. Oh, once again, Leclerc trying to squeeze his car through the smallest of gaps. This is so close. I want to check in on signs, but I can't tear myself away from this. Magnussen's got himself, onto the back of this fight as well. All this bickering between the front two of this little train is slowing everyone else behind down. And there we go, Leclerc finally squeezing himself through. Verstappen's not giving him up easily. Who's going to get the lead across the DRS line? Because that's going to affect who... Oh, it's close. I don't know who's going to get the DRS. I think it's going to be Verstappen.
Okay.
It is. Oh, this is perfect for us. And Leclerc drops 2 places. He's got to do it all over again. Oh, I can't feel sorry for him. Alright, Russell is just about fully charged on his battery. Oh, is that a lunge from Perez? It is. Can he make it stick? No, I've seen such great racing here. Perez is going to get the DRS. Can he get the pass? No, he's just stayed tucked up. Why didn't he try and overtake? Well, this is allowing us the chance to pull away.
Let's go recharge off. Recharge off.
Yep, fine.
Right, let's have a quick look at sides. Oh, a bit of a train here as well. From Albon all the way back. So Albon, Alonso, Ocon, Vettel, Stroll, and then Sainz stuck at the back of this train. That's going to make it really hard for him to make some progress through with them all in this train like this. Not a happy home race for the Spaniard so far. Is he going to get around the outside of Stroll here? No, he's not. Yeah, he's going to be stuck there like that for a while, I think. Let's head back to the front. Gonna let our boys duke it out. See, this is what we've missed in our Williams team in our first 2 seasons. We didn't get these 2 drivers very evenly matched, just, you know, duking it out lap after lap. There was one driver who was significantly faster than the other. As Russell goes through, Verstappen is passed and goes even more defensive to hold Leclerc behind him. Okay, we are getting to the point where these soft tyres on Perez and Leclerc are going to be starting to drop off. They've got maybe a couple more laps in them before their pace starts to really fall away again. And those mediums will have a clear advantage. Russell gets fastest lap. Let's see, a 121.5. And look at how slow they are in comparison, because they're scrapping along with each other. We're lapping about a second a lap faster. Oh, another lockup. Who is that? Oh, it's Joe. Did he hit the barrier?
Seems to have been a lockup. Let's see what happened there. Let's take another look. There we have Joe.
Outbraked himself.
Oh, and there's the lockup.
No, he just went into the gravel. Oh, he's on hards. I never actually looked. Who's on hards? Let's have a look. Just Joe and Schumacher. So they are definitely one-stopping. Well, oh, they should be one-stopping if they're on hards. Is that another lockup? It is. It's an Alpha. It's Porsche who's having a horrible race.
Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one. That lockup could have cost them dearly.
Put it in the wall in Q2.
Was a bitter blow.
Big lockup there. That's going to cost him a few places. It's dropped him all the way down to 19th. Yeah, we're now starting to see Verstappen comfortably keeping that gap to his teammate here. The only thing that's keeping them with him at the moment is the DRS. So I think we're going to start seeing Verstappen pull away from Perez if he gets a clean lap. And it's the corners where Verstappen's going to have the advantage, because he's going to have much more grip available to him. Norris was a big step up. Yeah, Norris will always be a huge step up. Like I said, you know, the young drivers, you know, as fast as you can develop them, you know, they're still always going to be second fiddle. Until multiple seasons have gone through. You know, you're looking 9 years, I think, before you've got a really strong crop of new drivers, you know, challenging for, you know, high ratings. Alright, so now we want the opposite of what we've been wanting earlier. Earlier we wanted Verstappen in front, now we want Perez in front. Perez has got less pace through the corners as his tyres are wearing out. Of course, if Perez decides he wants to take Verstappen out of the race and himself along with him, I'd be fine with that. You can just see the visual gap that opens up through that infield section every time. We're another lap or two away from Verstappen actually being able to break away properly, I think. And the Mercedes are going to start really coming into play as well, because they're also on mediums. So Leclerc is going to be vulnerable. Sainz has a lunge as he got the grip to hold off his teammate. Just about. And here we go. Ricciardo is swarming all over the back of Leclerc now. Alright, we're approaching the pit window. We are 4 laps out from our optimal pit stop. Verstappen flies past with the DRS open. And that might be enough actually for him to break away this lap. Especially with Perez having to go defensive to Leclerc behind. These guys are going to be coming in for a pit stop very, very soon. 50% on their tyres now. They're definitely going to be feeling that pain. In fact, it's Leclerc who is vulnerable to being dropped at the moment. No one blinking yet. And that might just be, if Verstappen can't hold off Perez, that might be the thing that saves Leclerc here. Verstappen just has way much more grip than his teammate. Easily holds him off there. But even so, that little fight between the two has allowed Leclerc back into contention. He was almost out of DRS range at the start of the lap. He's got himself back in comfortably now. Can he stay close enough through this third sector? Yes, you can. Okay, we've opened up a 9-second lead now, thanks to all this squabbling and fighting that's going on behind us. We've definitely taken advantage of the infighting going on at Red Bull. We have another lockup.
I think there's been a lock-up. Let's have a
Oh,
look.
it's Magnussen.
All eyes on Kevin Magnussen here. And yes, that's the lock-up.
I was going to say, when did he drop away? But he's on
And the
the
team had such high hopes
he's on
today.
soft. He's not been able to
What a
keep up with the two Mercedes in front of him, and that's cost him really badly. Now he's dropped all the way to 14th. Sainz still has yet to get past Stroll. Ocon and Alonso have nailed Albon now. He's going to be the first of this little train to pit, surely. Alright, we're going to box Gasly this lap.
And it's
And
gonna
we'll
be box.
George on the following lap. Vettel is really trying to find his way through. Albon is just not giving up without a fight. And you can see this has opened up a huge gap to Ocon already. Oh, it's absolutely killing Sainz's Grand Prix. I mean, it was already pretty screwed.
Yeah, in the box.
Copy that.
Alright, can we get out ahead of Sainz? Oh, and there we go. Perez, Leclerc and Bottas all pitting at the same time. And we can get out ahead of Sainz. Just, he was stuck behind Stroll still. Oh, that was vital. That was crucial. Everyone else is coming out behind Sainz, so he could now play spoiler for everybody else this weekend. Or everyone else who started on softs anyway. Because even with warm mediums, he's going to be a quick car to try and get his way past. Can he make the move here? Not yet. Alright, where's Russell going to come out? Ahead or behind? As Verstappen's in. Oh wow, so those mediums did not go as far as I thought they would. Maybe Sainz will pit in the next lap or two then. There goes Gasly. We are out ahead of Sainz and Stroll. Again, that was the important thing. Okay, what tyres has Verstappen gone on to? He's gone on to another set of mediums. Interesting. Oh, someone spun.
Yellow flag. Yellow flag.
Here's the replay. Okay, so there we have the Alpine. And that
Oh,
spin
Con
is
just drops it.
undoubtedly gonna
Trying to
cost
find a
them
way
time.
past Alonso. That happened right in front of us, actually.
The team are really disappointed with that. Let's...
Oh, disaster for Ocon. He finally gets going again. He's behind Tsunoda. Jeez. He's lost so much ground. As Ricardo pits. From the lead of a Grand Prix. God, it's been a while since we've said that. Alonso's in. Sainz and Stroll are both in as well.
Lucky to box this lap. Very good lap.
Alright, this is the crucial pit stop.
Alonso just pitted.
Oh, he's getting held up. He's getting held up. Oh, that's going to ruin his chances. He was going to jump Stroll. I'm sure of it, and now he can't. Oh, what a disaster. It's just going from bad to worse for Sainz this weekend. Alright, so we have an 11-second lead. Excellent stuff. Bottas has got ahead of Leclerc. Leclerc going very far to the inside there, but gets the move done. Oh, I feel so sorry for Sainz. Of all the places for this to happen, it's his home Grand Prix.
That was a very good lap.
Our boys are trading fastest laps right now. He's gone from being stuck behind a slow AlphaTauri to an even slower Aston Martin. Although technically he's stuck behind the Haas of Magnussen. That Aston is definitely getting a helping hand. But you know, he would be so much faster if he could just get himself up past Schumacher here. Schumacher's still on those first set of tyres, those hard tyres that he started the race on. So there's a very good chance that Schumacher will get dropped in the next lap or two. And as soon as that happens, you've got to you know, expect that Sainz is just going to swoop past him. And then he'll be on the back of Magnussen very quickly. And then theoretically he should be able to swoop past Magnussen quickly, but there's already a 5.5 second gap now between Magnussen and Stroll. Sainz went in neck and neck with Stroll, you know, just half a second between them. He's lost so much time. He's lost 7 seconds because of that hold on the pit stop. And there we go. Schumacher has been dropped. So Sainz just needs to get a clean overtake in and he's away. Oh, that's a brave attempt. I didn't know. Schumacher has the DRS open. Is he going to have a lunge up the inside? I don't think he's going to have the grip to hold off Sainz. Yeah, look at the difference in pace there straight away. Alright, well it looks like we are cruising for a nice comfortable 1-2 here. We're still pulling away from the Red Bulls. Gap up to 13 seconds now. I do realise I am tempting fate by saying that, but no, fingers crossed, no safety cars, no crashes. Yes, it's absolutely flying now. 0.6 of a second faster than Magnussen. He's lapping at the same pace as we are. He's lapping faster than Perez and Verstappen, and his teammate, you know, Bottas is the fastest man on track right now. Just. Sainz is a very close third. And he gets a DRS, so we might see him get past Magnussen straight away. as Zhou pits, which means Schumacher might be pitting this lap. He's already dropped down to 17th. No, they're keeping him out for another lap. A little half-hearted look there, but he's not going to make the move. Leclerc back in front of Bottas. Alright, there we go, that's the move. So he's through. Let's skip back up a little bit. This closing train here of the two Mercedes and Leclerc is starting to close onto the back of the Red Bulls. Oh, what a lunge from Leclerc. That was very brave, very opportunistic there. And Leclerc should get the DRS. And he does, and he's got a clean run. So he'll just steam his way past onto the back of the Red Bulls, hopefully. I can't wait to see if at the end of the season Hamilton gets a contract with another team. And he's taking a sabbatical year, but he hasn't retired. Both Ferrari drivers are out of contract at the end of this season. Could we see Hamilton replacing Sainz? Oh, I think we just had a Red Bull collision. No, not a collision. But Verstappen is in real trouble.
Looks like there's been a lock-up. Let's take a closer look. Now here we see Max Verstappen.
Oh, see, I thought the smoke was from the inside car. It wasn't. It was Verstappen on the outside. I thought the other car had speared into the first one. Ah, that makes things interesting. Verstappen dropping back down to 7th, but it means that Perez is now vulnerable to being caught by this pack behind him, because he doesn't have DRS overtakes to help him stay ahead. And Verstappen 4 seconds back. He might struggle to get back into contention. I mean, he should have the pace to catch the Mercedes, but if Leclerc is pulling them along, maybe not so much. It will take him a long time. is in the distance. .121.1s for the 4th through 6th, 121.3 for Verstappen, 121.2 for Perez, and Russell a 120.5. That's nice. Sainz is closing slightly on Stroll, but actually he's closing quite quickly because Stroll is still stuck behind Albon. Albon's caught the back of Vettel. Yeah, so he's about half a second faster than the two the two Alpha Tauris. And we have enough of a gap now that if we were to pit, we would come out behind Verstappen but ahead of Alonso. That's a nice comfortable margin to have.
Watch for fuel.
Copy.
Fuel is not an issue. We have saved over a kilo of fuel now. In half the race. Yeah, we'll comfortably end up with positive fuel here. And Leclerc is creeping up to the back of Perez. Oh, is this going to be a late lunge? It is. Bottas trying to be last of the late breakers. And he gets the move done. Okay, we've got a lock-up. Who has locked up and where? Oh, it's Magnussen.
Sounds
Again.
like someone's locked up. We can take a look now. All eyes on Kevin Magnussen here. And there's the lockup.
Straight into the gravel.
Almost got away from them entirely. No! That's going to be a big blow to the team.
Yeah, Verstappen is dropping off the back of the pace. I wonder if he picked up some damage to his underfloor when he had that big lockup. Leclerc is tantalisingly close to the DRS on Perez. He just can't quite get there. Can he hold off Bottas for another lap? Goes defensive. And keeps the position. Bottas is doing Perez a huge favour right now. See all these little jinks and manoeuvres that Leclerc's having to throw out just to take the defensive line into the corners. It's slowing him down. Bottas is on the inside. And Bottas goes through. Let's have another look at our boys. Haven't really seen that much of them this race. Been too engrossed in what's going on behind us. Right, we are coming up to lap Schumacher. And how far away are we from pitting? A little way. I'm going to start to just ease the car down a little bit.
Copy.
We've got such a big lead. See if we can just maybe eke out a bit more life in these engines. Maybe we'll run these engines in Monaco. We'll see. There's a couple of drivers whose engines are in pretty rough shape. Gasly's in one, is one of those guys. Although you wouldn't know it from the way he's been driving this weekend. That may possibly, switch to a newer engine for the next race. Depending on who they are, that might mean that we have to do the same. But if I can get away with running these engines in Monaco as well, then bonus, I'll definitely do that. And then we'll go new engines for Baku. As always, we're not going to play favourites in terms of pit strategy either. Whoever has the lead or is in more need because of tyres, which now that we drop the pace isn't going to be an issue. So whoever's basically in the lead when it comes to the pit stops will get first stop. And that's what I did for the first round of stops, which is why Gasly came in first, because he was ahead of Russell at the time. We'll see which order they're in this time round. Sainz now almost within range of the back of Stroll again. Can he get points out this weekend? He is essentially only about 2 seconds off of 9th place. Okay, Bottas is almost in striking range, but Leclerc is fighting the back of him like crazy. And again, this is what's allowing Perez to just hang on to 3rd place. If there was no scrapping going on and they were just driving in a procession, they'd have caught him by now. Comfortably. Many laps ago.
Watch for fuel.
Copy.
Alright, so we're four laps outside of our scheduled pit stop, and Leclerc is now almost in DRS. If he can get a couple of clean corners in, we might just get onto the back of him for the middle DRS section. Oh, I don't think he did. No, didn't quite make it, but it's so close. No, he didn't quite get it at the start of this lap, but he will have it for next lap if he can stay ahead of Bottas. And he can't. Okay. Oh, no, it's not over yet. He's still scrapping. He's side by side. I think he might just come out on top of this fight. Just. But again, it's now dropped him outside of a second. And there we go, he's got it. He's got the DRS. So now Perez is about to be swallowed up by this chasing pack. Well, I say swallowed up. He's going to be caught, and he's going to become part of the pack now. This might be what allows Leclerc to actually break away from the two Mercedes. Perez goes defensive from a long way back. if anyone likes, you know, hard strategy puzzle type of games, I'm not really describing it right, I don't suppose, but I've been playing Frostpunk a lot. I picked it up a couple of days ago as part of the current sale on the PlayStation Store. 11 quid for the game and all 3 of the DLCs, and absolutely loving it. I can't stop playing it. It's kind of a cross between Fallout Shelter and City Skylines, and with a bit of Game of Thrones Winter is Coming thrown in for good measure, in terms of the temperature, the climate. It's just constantly getting colder and colder as Leclerc swoops through into 3rd place and onto the podium. If anyone hasn't yet played Frostpunk, 11 quid, it's definitely worth a punt at that price to get the game and all 3 of the DLCs. I didn't really know anything about the game, and then I've been doing a lot of board gaming recently, and I just saw this thing pop up for Frostpunk, the board game, and I thought, so I googled and saw Frostpunk the video game, and then it popped up on the store as on sale, and I thought, I'll take a punt, and I'm hooked. I've been playing it non-stop since I picked it up on Thursday. Okay, so
Box.
Yes.
we're
box.
seeing some pit stops. Leclerc and Perez pitting in. Neither of the Mercedes coming in. Russell's getting the nod. He's going to get his stop first. Oh, Leclerc gets hell for Perez. Oh yeah. If you've got PlayStation Plus Extra, then it is just the base game is free. Because a buddy of mine, I told him I've been playing Frostpunk. He checked it out and he's hooked on it as well. He absolutely loves it. He's been playing that non-stop. And the DLCs, I think, are all on sale for about, I think it's like 4 quid for the season pass. So very, very cheap. So if you do have a free access to the game, by all means take advantage of it. And then if you like it, the DLCs are available for, I think, 4 quid in total for all 3 of them during the current sale, which will be for the next week and a half. Alright, so we are out just behind Verstappen, comfortably ahead of Alonso though. Oh, Gasly's got traffic on his in-lap.
Yeah, in the box.
Copy that.
I think that's going to put Russell comfortably in the lead. Bottas is in. Ricciardo leads the race for the second time this this Grand Prix. Verstappen is in as well.
Okay,
Oh wow, everyone's pitting. Alonso, Sainz. Oh, is Sainz going to get held up by Stroll again? No, Sainz gets past Stroll in the pits. He actually jumps in this time. Oh, that could have been bad. That could have been a huge crash.
Spun there.
Copy.
It's just a yellow at the moment. Just a yellow. Keep the head down.
Let's see what happened there. Right, watch this. There's Schumacher.
Oh, that was clumsy from Schumacher.
The car's just gone.
But yeah, Sainz nearly got hit coming out of the pits there. Okay, Zhou is way above where he should be. So Sainz currently net P11. As Ricciardo boxes. You see Leclerc get past Perez in the background there. Ricciardo comes out behind Bottas but ahead of Verstappen. Alright. We need to secure the fastest lap, so...
We need to push.
let's give both drivers a push lap.
Let's pick our pace up. Let's go. Yep.
Okay, we need some deploy.
Okay.
No lift and coast required.
Copy.
So no DRS for either driver. This is going to be a pure pace of the car.
Very good lap.
Although having said that, Russell might get onto the back of Porsche by the end of the lap. Alright, there we go. They both had a push lap.
That was a very good lap.
Okay, recharge on.
Neither driver used DRS, so it was a fair fight.
Okay, we'd like you to
Russell
slow down.
maybe got held up ever so slightly by Porsche at the end there, but
Okay, charge on.
Copy.
Can we do lift and coast?
Copy.
Give us a bit more lift off, please.
I wanted to get their push laps done to give them an equal opportunity of setting a fastest lap while they were separated, because when you've got one car behind the other in close proximity enough to get DRS, car behind's always going to get the fast lap when you do a push like that. So having them separated by a second and a half really helped out there. Alright, Joe, find your pits. Perez is now into the points. Not Perez, sorry, Sainz is now into the points. And he is all over the back of Albon. Alright, so I've got a question for you guys who've got PlayStation Plus Extra. I know with regular PlayStation Plus, you know, when a game comes up each month, you add it to your library, and as long as you're a member of PlayStation Plus, then you have access to that permanently. What about PlayStation Plus Extra games? Because I know that they get added to the service and then they get removed from the service. If they get removed, do you lose your access to it as well, or do you still get to keep it in your library? Even if you don't, you know, even if it's no longer a part of the extra collection. He went wide.
Someone's run wide. Let's
Magnussen
have a look.
again.
All eyes on Kevin Magnussen.
Third time.
They've
Is that the
gone
same
wide.
corner?
They
I mean,
won't
it
be
was the
happy
first
about
time,
that.
it was the second time, but I can't remember where he went off on the first run, but I think it was all 3 times it's been that corner.
We need recharge off. Copy.
There we go, Sainz finally gets the move done on Albon, and he should pull away quite comfortably now. Start hunting down fellow Spaniard Alonso. Well, it's not worked out for Mercedes at all in that last round of pit stops. You know, they've been dropped comfortably by Perez and Leclerc. 6.5 seconds the gap now. Verstappen might be able to get on the back of him. Let's have a look at lap times. Let's see, 1:19.8. Maybe. I think he is closing. Ever so slightly. I know that Leclerc and Perez are catching us. I am going to have to up their pace a little bit. But we are going to have a significant tyre advantage. There you can see, look. Leclerc's not really catching us. It's only when he gets he overtakes Perez that he goes faster, and when Perez overtakes, obviously he goes faster. Without those overtakes, we're actually lapping on the pace of the cars behind. There they are in the distance. So if things stay like this, this is going to extend Russell's lead at the top of the Drivers' Championship quite significantly, with Verstappen all the way down in 7th. Still time for that to change. Gasly has eked up a little bit onto the back of Russell, could still challenge for the win. Verstappen is slowly creeping up on the back of Bottas. So Verstappen could theoretically get himself up to 5th. The gap to the cars behind us is stabilising at around 9 seconds. Despite the overtakes, they're now at a point where their tyres just aren't good enough to really make inroads on us. So I don't think I'll have to up the pace. I think I can probably just sit like this. As long as I stay with this essential, extra or premium, you keep the games in your library. Is that... Yeah, but my other question is, if I get a game on extra and I add it into my library and then my subscription is downgrades to a regular, essential, will I still keep access? Does anyone know the answer to that? I mean, if I do upgrade my collection, or my PS Plus subscription, then it's going to be upgraded for the rest of, well, for the next, year and 9 months. Because I bought 2 years on Black Friday of just essential. But I'm just thinking ahead to if I were to downgrade back to essential after that, whether or not I would lose access to games I got through the extra category. I might have to do some investigating on Reddit later. I know if I go back to essential I'll lose access to the extra collection, but I'm wondering if any game that I've added into my library would still be playable. I mean, I would imagine that I would lose access to it, but you never know with these things. I will definitely lose them, yeah. That's what I figured. Well, Gasly has got himself onto the back of Russell, so we now have a scrap for the last, 7 laps for the lead, and we are even now starting to eke out a gap over Leclerc and Perez behind us. We've actually gained About 7/10 per second on that last lap. Sainz is closing on Alonso, but is he closing fast enough? He's lapping 7/10, 6/10 of a lap faster than Alonso. It's not fast enough. So it looks like 9th place is the best Sainz can do, unless something happens to a car in front of him as someone spins. Oh, it's Stroll, I think.
It's just a yellow at the moment.
Yeah.
Just a yellow.
Here's the replay. Now look at this. It was the AlphaTauri driver involved. That looked like a very nasty spin.
And Verstappen has caught the back of Bottas. Let's have a look at that fight. This will have, you know, ramifications on the championship standings. Which is a good haul of points for Mercedes right now. They're going to want to keep as much of that as they can. Gasly has moved into the lead. See if he can hold that. Gasly desperately needs to start winning races if he wants to get himself back into contention for the title itself. But we are not going to, you know, tell George to give up a win. If Gasly is going to get the win, he's going to have to get it, you know, by earning it.
Four more.
Oh, it's getting very tasty here. This is a big old scrap. I want to watch the fight for the lead, but it's a three-way battle. 3 cars separated by half a second. It's so tight.
3 laps to go.
Verstappen might have a run here on Ricciardo. No, Ricciardo closes him out. Oh, he's got him. He's got him alongside.
Laps to go.
So Verstappen up to 6th. Can he get past Bottas as well? Oh, what a lap for Verstappen. I want half a lap. Yeah, he just takes both of them, the Mercedes there in just a few corners. Sensational bit of driving. Right, let's jump back to the front. Russell back in the lead. Just 0.3 of a second. Definitely had your money's worth with this game. Yeah, Farah, it's for all its shortcomings, it's still a really good game.
Last lap.
I put well over 1,000 hours into this game since I picked it up. I love it. It's great, and I think for anyone who hasn't yet pulled the trigger and picked up a copy, it's like 60% off right now, I think. Or it was. I'm not sure if it's still on sale, but it was on sale for like 60% off last week, I think. And if you have PlayStation Plus Premium, then you can also download a 3-hour trial of this game right now as well, which will then, save your progress if you decide to go ahead and buy it. So it gives you enough time to basically get a race, a real-time race like this, under your belt. And there we go, Russell holds on for the win.
Checkered flag.
Can Verstappen hold on?
Excellent
Yes, he
job,
can.
thank you.
So Verstappen, getting those overtakes has just gained him so many extra points. Alonso is going to come home in 8th place, best of the rest. And even better than a Ferrari. You can't really go complain about that for Alonso. Sainz, after a really poor race, recovered well at the end, managed to get himself into the points in 9th place. I'll pick him up 2 points, but it's a weekend of what could have been for Sainz there. He could have been up on the podium, but for that that lock-up in quali. So there we go. Another great race. Lots of action. Superb action.
And here today, George Russell making British motorsport proud. This podium is a remarkable achievement for the whole team. And right now it's the British driver who proudly takes his place on the podium. For these drivers, they'll be taking home their trophies and a decent haul of points for their team. A very impressive showing today for Williams.
Yes, there's definitely cause for celebration here. This team can take anything that's thrown at them and come through even stronger.
After an intense weekend, the team ends in first place in the constructor standings.
For the next Grand Prix, make sure you join us at the renowned city circuit of Monaco. Prepare yourselves for one of the most legendary rounds of the season.
Well, there we go. What a great race. There's some superb fighting up and down the grid. Obviously, our two boys, after they broke away nice and quickly, were basically on their own and had a nice little fight between them all the way through the race. Leclerc had some great scrapping to finally get himself cleared into third place. Perez up there for a while. Max threw away third place. He would have been a shoe-in for third, and he threw that away with that running wide. No, sorry, that spin. Well, it wasn't spin, it was a locker, wasn't it, at turn 10. That's what cost him. Mercedes, lost opportunity there. They had the chance for some really, really good points. I mean, they got 14 points, but they could have had an extra 4 points on top of that. A bit of a shame for them. Sainz, good recovery from starting in 16th, 17th place up to 9th, just 2 points. Albon manages to hang on and pick up a point. We do get fastest lap for Pierre. In the Drivers' Championship, that actually moves Pierre into second place in the championship, just above Max on win count. Ooh, that's a bigger jump than I was expecting. I didn't think he'd actually gain that much. So Max, if he hadn't caught and passed those two Mercedes, would have been very much comfortably behind Pierre Gasly there. So as it is, he's behind but level on points. Russell, though, with a 19-point lead now. It's looking very good for the Englishman there. That's his second win of the season. Gasly's got 2 wins as well, so honours even between the two of them in that respect. Just the 1 win for Max so far this season. And Perez, the other winner. So no Ferrari win yet this season. Into the Constructors' Championship, another maximum haul of points gives us a very sizable advantage over Red Bull now. We are 49 points clear. That is very, very nice indeed. Ferrari, again, missed opportunities. They could have actually taken second place. But as it was, with Sainz's poor weekend, they actually lost ground. Mercedes, good points for them. They are miles ahead of everybody else below them, but they're still a long way off the front two, or the top two of Red Bull and Ferrari behind them, or ahead of them. Let's see, did we get any points? No, we did not. We did not expect to. We did get a nice big chunk of cash though. 6.2 mil. I will definitely take that. And there we go. So we have 4 days until Monaco. Nothing really coming up in between the two races. There's no research. Oh, that's a point. I'm going to do it now because I forgot to do it. We've actually got a research slot available, haven't we? Let's start a new research project. Let's see. Chassis is going to have some changes for next season. What level of chassis are we on right now? Mark 4. Okay, so yeah, we're not going to do another chassis this season. So yeah, let's go ahead and do a research project on the chassis. We've done one already. Is that the only one that's getting changes? Yeah, we're 35 days out from new hours, so we might well do a front wing project next. Once we've got this chassis done and actually do make a new front wing. So let's go ahead and pump up our research benefits on all 3 categories for next season. Obviously we need to really make sure that we gain as much expertise in airflow and drag reduction as possible, because they're being hit very hard, minus 30%, but we also want to boost our engine cooling as well. That will definitely help prolong the life of our engines, and it is an area where we are lacking a little bit. Let's see, we are 35 days away from the next ATR period, so let's go with 33 days. We'll go with 3 engineers. Obviously the longer the project takes, the more expertise we gain. So I mean, I could just go 5 engineers and get it done in 28 days, but actually let's go 2 engineers. Let's go 36 days. There we go. Just squeeze those extra couple of days of learning. There we go. Alright, and that's where we're going to leave it for tonight. It's been, as I say, a great race. We've had a lot of fantastic action up and down the grid. That battle in the early laps between the Red Bulls, Leclerc's Ferrari, and the Mercedes getting involved as well. That was great to watch. And there were some real ding-dong little fights going on between our 2 drivers, and then Verstappen at the end, catching and passing both Ricciardo and Bottas. But in the end, a comfortable win for us, and hopefully we can carry that form into Monaco as well. So I will be back tomorrow with some more F1 Manager. We'll be bringing back Aston Martin tomorrow, and continue on with our challenge mode series with Freddie Vesti and Felipe Drugovich. And then we'll be back on Friday with more of our Williams career. So we'll be doing Monaco Friday. But until then, thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with some more F1 Manager very soon.